following video is sponsored by Luxury Playstyle. Head over to luxuryplaystyle.com to check out the finest full metal tokens for all of your favorite games, including Star Wars X-Wing. These are amazing tokens. They make fantastic stocking stuffers, great for holiday time. Use code Crabbok VIP to save 15%. Hello there. What is going on, everybody? Today we're going to be talking about this CR90 kind of calamity, or this huge ship debacle. I don't know what we want to call it, but basically FFG is kind of screwed up a little bit again. It's only news because they so rarely screw up. So like when they do make a mistake, it's kind of a big deal. And in this case, it was in the CR90 second edition. The big $100 huge ship for X-Wing, which I just recently did an unboxing of, and a couple of you eagle-eyed viewers pointed this out just a few days ago, and it's been coming to more and more attention as more and more people have been buying this. But basically, they gave the wrong dials with the CR90. I'm going to show you the corrected dial and the wrong dial. I'm going to talk a little bit about it. But yeah, I also do want to remind you guys about the $25 Amazon gift card giveaway. I'm going to be announcing the winner for that on Friday, so there is still time to enter. All you have to do is be a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my videos. But yeah, it's just like another long, like, weird kind of, screw up. And I feel like there've been a lot of little screw ups happening lately. Star Wars Legion had the debacle where the dewbacks shipped with the entirely wrong base. We've seen entire products that were like supposed to arrive just not arrive, like, and be pushed back like a tremendous amount. With like Armada's Super Star Destroyer got pushed back like a whole year. There's just been so many problems, but especially problems with things shipping. Well, the ARC 170 didn't have, or no, was it, no, the VT and the V19 Torrent rather didn't have the right dial, but they caught that one in time, and there was a replacement in there. But so some of the stuff they're catching in time, some of the stuff they're not catching in time. This one certainly didn't get caught in time, and so right now Fantasy Flight has kind of posted an article, and they tweeted this out, and it was like a link to like, hey, use this dial instead of that one. Just use the same dial, but the colors are wrong. And so let's go ahead and take a look at the bad dial. And if you got the conversion kit, there is still hope for you. You probably have the perfect dials, but still check them out just in case. So here we've got the CR90 Corellian Corvette dial for the Rebellion. Now, it's basically the same as the CR90 Corellian Corvette dial for the Republic. And the problem is that if you look at these dials, while they are identical, they are wrong. These are actually the same dial as the conversion kit's Raider class Corvette would have. If you'll notice, the 4 straight being white. You'll notice the 1 turn being blue, and then the 2 turns, or the 2 banks rather, being white as well. Now, these 2 dials are what came in the CR90 expansion. I will put a link to that unboxing over at the end of the video, so you can check that out. I didn't even notice it. I will be completely honest with you. I didn't even notice it because I think it's something that you're not really looking for. You're not looking for an error like that when you're just doing the initial unboxing, and just haven't noticed it yet. So here I'm going to show you. Now, I also did get a conversion kit, and now the conversion kit styles are correct. So I've got the bad set here on the top, and here are the conversion kit dials. So I've set them both to a 0 stop, so you can, well, I've set some of them to a 0 stop. There we go. So you can kind of see the bad ones on top and the good ones on the bottom. And the differences are that basically your 4 straight should be red, right? Your 2 banks should be blue instead of white. And your 1 bank should be white instead of blue. And that is really it, because again, the Raider is different than the CR90. Otherwise, they'd be almost the same ship, minus the titles. So that is that is basically, these are the bad versions. Now, you can still use these if you just have another version of the dial. Like they gave you a PDF or a little image rather that you can like print out and bring with you to play. And then you just, you go use the appropriate maneuver's color instead. But yeah, so these styles are just totally wrong. I probably need to mark them with something like bad dials or something like that. I don't think there's anything wrong with marking the front of the dial, as long as you don't mark this part so you can tell what it is, or so your opponent can tell. But yeah, so I'm probably gonna mark the bad dials. Now they are doing replacements, so if you do have one of the CR90 expansions for second edition, you can submit to get a replacement. But they don't have replacements in stock yet, so it's gonna be a long time until you get those. But it's probably worthwhile doing. Now the question I have for you guys is, hey, if it's printed, it's legal, right? So for house rules, maybe you want to run a CR90 as an upgraded CR90, or maybe you want to, since the Republic doesn't get any titles, maybe you just let the Republic version have the upgraded maneuverability. Well, I say upgraded, your two bank is a little bit downgraded, but it's still, I think a better dial, and the Raider should be pretty darn maneuverable. It's a pretty fancy, snazzy ship, but no, of course, obviously, that's not really going to be legal. But this is just kind of like another, I guess, another problem with huge ships as a whole with this rollout. So what do you guys think of the huge ship rollout for X-Wing 2nd Edition? I gotta say, I'm a little less than impressed, mostly because of the inconsistencies with the regular game. Like, they're not putting the huge ships into the official app. There's no app for it. I mean, why not just print the points and the upgrades on the cards then, instead of relying on the community to do it? Or if you were gonna rely on the community to do it, then why develop the app to begin with? I feel like this whole app for 2.0 has been such a disaster. Like, I really, really liked having the upgrades and the points on the cards. And maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm the minority here, because it really helps me to be able to review things and do breakdowns and be able to look at a card and really say, oh, well, that guy can take 3 torpedoes, so that's really cool, or something like that. As opposed to what they show us now in the previews, which is just like, I don't know how to actually rate this, because we don't know what it can do. And even if we did know what it can do, it can totally change tomorrow. Now, for the record, I have no objection to them making changes. But if they're going to make changes, and if they're going to have points that can be adjusted and upgrades that can be adjusted, and rely on, the community squad builders to incorporate that, then that's fine. But then let's do that across the board. Let's start printing second edition stuff with the points on it. If it's not going to matter, if we're going to have to rely on those third-party websites anyway. Maybe this is turning into a little bit of a rant, because we've seen so many mistakes lately, but like this huge ship, like so many problems with one wave's launch, it just bugs me, because I was really looking forward to this, and like with so many little errors here, a bad die, no official support from the company that launched it. That's not really the right way to say it. It's not no official support, but not even having them in the builder. Like, granted, I love using yet another Squad Builder 2.0. It's a great builder, but it says something to me when they release a product that I just drop $100 on, right? Well, more than that too, because I got the conversion kits too. And assuming you're going to get everything for huge, you may spend over $500 on everything. If you're going to spend all of that and then not even be able to use it without having to go through third-party support, what, they have the quick builds, but who runs quick builds? Like, that's the problem, is quick builds aren't good enough, in my opinion. Quick builds need to be like, have all the wording for the upgrades, and then maybe I think people would run quick builds. But I don't know. I feel like I'm jumping from topic to topic to topic. I guess the point of the video is check your dials, make sure they match the correct dial. And if you need, I'll put a link to the forum post where FFG kind of explains it in the description below. But they've been dropping a lot of just wrong releases this year. 2019 has had its share of missteps, and I hope this is a trend that does not continue. I hope they've learned some lessons in here. Take more time, do a little more inspection. I would rather stuff be delayed by a month and make sure it's right than have stuff come out, and then some people get it, and then production halts, and then nobody else has it. Like, I've been holding a dewback for months, and nobody else has dewbacks, and so it's like, I don't feel right, bringing it to a whole lot of games and being like, oh, let me play you with my dewbacks, and you don't have dewbacks, and it screws things up. and that's for Star Wars Legion. But like the same thing here, people are going to show up to casual games with this stuff. People that don't pay attention to FFG's like Twitter posts or whatever are going to be running like illegal maneuvers and stuff with their CR90 now. And it's like, take a little more time. That's my suggestion. I'm still a fan of FFG. I'm not trying to kick them when they're down. They screwed up. Hopefully they learn from this, but I am a little frustrated, and I think I reserve the right to express a little bit of that frustration. I hope it's not a trend that continues in 2020. So best of luck fixing this, FFG. You can do it. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I am looking forward to hearing from you guys. And I also want to thank Luxury Playstyle for sponsoring this video and sponsoring all my X-Wing videos. Be sure to check them out. Also, if you do order them, use code Crabbok VIP. Get that stuff in time for the holidays. Make excellent stocking stuffers for yourself or a loved one. Tell your stores about it and get awesome prize support. Have some tournaments. Win some killer metal tokens. Awesome stuff. All right, guys, I want to thank you all so much for watching. I also want to thank the patrons on Patreon. You guys are amazing. Look forward to my big December giveaways. Lots of big stuff going on in December, so tell your friends. All right, that's all I got for you. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and as always, have a great day.